So hopefully you got these right. These are numbers off the periodic chart. I have them put over to the side, so just a reminder, there's our carbon right there. Here's our oxygen, that's the third one down. And over here's our hydrogen. Hopefully you're finding this calculation to be nice and simple. And I just recommend putting it all in your calculator all at once. So remember, it's the total mass of, and you know, like if the problem only asks for one, like don't go ahead and calculate all three, you just have to do the one. But it's the total mass. We'll do percent carbon first of the carbon. So there's 12.01 grams per mole, and there are 2 moles of carbon, so those will cancel, over, oh, and the molar mass, the whole thing, sorry, we gotta get that in there. It is 12.01 times 2 plus 1.01 times 6 plus 16. You can do 0.00 or not, it's fine. Enter. So that gives me 46.08. That's what the whole thing has a molar mass of. So you're going to need that. And 46.08 grams per mole. And we're only dealing with one of these, so one mole of it. So those two cancel. So notice we have a gram over a gram. The grams are going to cancel. Times 100%. So I'm going to do, oh, and if you're curious, this 2 was because of the 2 subscript over there. So I'm going to say 12.01 times 2 divided by 46.08 times 100%. And so that gives me 52.13%. And most of the time you are going to be told something like round this to the thousandth place or the hundredth place. Usually you're going to be told how far to round this. But in this case, since it didn't say, there are 4 sig figs in both of those cases, and this has 4 sig figs. All right, so now I'm going to do the percent hydrogen, and that's at 1.01 grams per mole times 6 moles of hydrogen over 46.08 grams per mole times, there's just one of those guys, 1 mole of him, times, I keep forgetting that, don't forget it. It's going to be unusual, well, not completely unusual, but if you end up with all decimal percent, so it's not going to make sense. It'll mean you, in all cases, you probably forgot to multiply by 100. I would just say to go back and double check your numbers and see, just make sure that they all add up to 100 once you're done. So 46.08 times 100. So then this gives me 13.15. Now, I've got 2 options. I can either go ahead and fill out the equation, or I can just use the information that they should add up to 100 and just subtract out the 2 percentages that I already have. I would just kind of make this call about, you know, how hard is it to write it out versus going ahead and subtracting it from 100. So yeah, I would just, I'm going to go ahead and subtract them both, 52.13, and that gives me 34.72. Or you could also have filled this part out right here too, identically.